for you sporty folks. If you're not a sporty folk, you can imagine glitter being thrown up in the air. Just the idea that it takes some time as it drifts back and forth and down to the present moment. So just give yourself that practice of allowing the dust to settle and just noticing where you are today. So I know this can be tough because we have so little time in our busy lives, but that's what the yoga practice is all about. That's why this video is called runner stretching, stretching for the legs. And we're thinking full picture. Long lasting love of mind and body. Here we go. So you might notice if you're agitated today or you're really tight. So I encourage you to find soft movement, and that goes throughout today's practice. Begin to deepen your breath if you haven't already. Maybe checking in with some circles within your release. And then just to kind of kickstart our practice here, we're going to take 3 conscious breaths together. So go ahead and inhale in through the nose. Sit up nice and tall, full breath, full breath in. And then just let the exhale go naturally out through the mouth. Great, 2 more like that. Big conscious breath in, inhale, fill the lungs. And then on the exhale, it's just very natural to allow it to let go, release. You don't have to do anything. Last time, big breath in, sit up nice and tall. And let it go. Great. So we're going to take the legs wide here. Keep a focus and attention on your breath best you can. Legs are going to come nice and wide here. It's more wide. This will look and feel different for everybody, right? Based on where your muscles are today. Your joints at this point in time. Great. So come to a nice wide-legged seat. And again, it doesn't have to be super wide. It can be kind of round. And then just see if you can sit up nice and tall here. If you're feeling like the spine is rounding hardcore, go ahead and take that blanket or that pillow underneath. And press into sitting bones. Everyone sit up nice and tall. And then bring hands to the tops of the thighs. Fingertips in. And we're just going to gently press the tops of the thighs out to remind us to find this external rotation. So for some, this would be a piece of cake. So in that case, I would recommend that you start really playing with your breath and do Ujjayi. If this is really tough for you to sit up tall, breathe deep still, find length through the neck. Crown of the head, reaching up towards the sky. Nice little power pose here as we open through the chest, open through the heart. And then release the hands. And we're just going to use the hands to guide the heels in or cobblers pose. So the soles of the feet come together here. We stay conscious, connected through the sitting bones, and the hands are going to wrap around the ankles here. And slowly pressing the palms, we'll walk it back up, come to a tabletop position on all fours. Knees underneath the hip points, wrists directly underneath the shoulders. Take a second to press away from your yoga mat with the palms. And we'll curl the toes under the right foot and slide it back. Little calf stretch here, so gently soft front to back, so gentle rock front to back. Again, no collapsing here, but pressing away from your yoga mat with the palms. Try to press into your right pinky toe. Keep breathing. And then switch. Draw the left toes, send it back. Same thing here. Try to press into that left pinky toe. And then reel it back to the center. Awesome. So now we're going to send the right toes out. Lift the right foot up. Lift from the right inner thigh. And then just gentle pulses here. Then release. Bend the right knee. Step it all the way up into a nice low lunge. Walk the left knee back a little bit here. Check to make sure front knee is over front ankle, so it's not going past. Then find your foundation and breathe here. Lie on the fingertips. You might loop the shoulders. Find length through the crown. And then imagine my heart will go on again here, so nice and open in the chest, not collapse. This is very common and very normal, natural. So we're wanting to open this up, right? This is definitely going to help our running game. Keep breathing here. Pull the right hip crease back. Again, if this is a piece of cake for you, you've already garnered flexibility, then you need to be working on your breath. Sending big, big inhalations all the way down. And then exhale all the way up and out. So the first step, often is just kind of learning the shapes, and then it's really up to you to kind of go deeper and take care of your body and to apply the pranayama practice. Here we go. Pull the left toes under if they are not already. We're going to lift the hips up and back, rocking onto the right heel. Big runner stretch here. So pulling back through the top of the right thigh bone. And then you can uncurl the back toes if it feels better. If the knee needs a little padding here, it's always a great idea to nurture that, maybe by flipping the mat, rolling the mat if you need. Right toes up towards the sky. Here we go. My heart will go on. Find that length. Inhale. And then exhale. Fold. Chin to chest. Then really articulate through the right foot here. Spread the right toes. And we're going to roll through that right foot nice and slow. Great. From here, we'll bring the palms to the mat on the left side. And we're just going to give ourselves a little bit more space by walking the right foot out. So now we're going to go lizard variation. This can be one tough cookie if you're tight in the hips. So breathe deep here. For now, right toes pointing forward. If you want more strength today, of course, you can lift that back leg, but in honor of today's kind of deep and yummy, you didn't like theme, I'm going to keep my back knee lower, but you're welcome to lift. Take a deep breath in here, find that extension through the heart. And then exhale, maybe we find ourselves coming onto the forearms here. Maybe you find yourself releasing the top foot. And then nice and easy, take it nice and slow. I'm just going to walk the right toes out towards the right edge of my mat. I'm going to be here for some solid, yummy breaths. So stay present. Maybe close your eyes. Notice the sensations as you inhale. And exhale. connect to your center, your core, as you press into the palms, and slowly, mindfully walk it all the way back. Okay, we're going to take this right foot all the way over now. Nice and slow and steady with the release. Coming into our planted pigeon. Keep a little awareness, or a lot rather, of awareness in the right foot. Keep the top of the back foot down. This gives me rooting strong. And then here we go. Loop the shoulders, find length. Breathe. And maybe taking it forward. We're staying in the postures a little bit longer today, so stick with your breath. If you find that you're just like fidgeting and waiting, very normal, very natural. So just keep bringing your attention back inward. Okay, take one more nice full breath in and out. And then activate navel to spine, connect to your center, your core muscles, and press it up, nice and slow. We'll curl the back toes under, press in all 10 knuckles, come back to all fours. Same little thing on the other side. Here we go. Big breath in. Big breath out. This time set the left leg out, gentle pulses. Again, notice if you're collapsing here, can you press away from your yoga mat? This is a nice practice for runners because when we develop a running practice or a jogging practice or even a regular walking practice, we want to be able to have awareness from head to toe, right? One moving part. Then bend the left knee and draw all the way up into your lunge. Keep the right knee on the ground and let it walk it back a little bit. And then just check front knee over front ankle here, nice and stacked. Move the shoulders, stay light on the fingertips. So notice if you're crashing into the fingertips, connect to your core, engage the belly. Breathe. Might come over the top of that right foot, yogi's choice in that case. Nice full deep breaths. And then pull the left hip crease back, think up and over as you send the hips back, coming onto the left heel. Again, top of the left thigh bone pulls back with the left hip crease. Runner stretch, big flexion in the left foot. Inhale, open your heart, find that extension. And then exhale, chin the chest. So I'd like to point out, notice that my right hip is stacked over my right knee. So I'm not coming all the way back here. Alright, and then bringing the left hand around, coming into our lizard on the other side. Keep the toes pointing forward here for now, and notice if you're gripping in the toes. It's kind of a, as we begin to open the hips, other things want to clinch. And so we're going to stay mindful and try to keep an awareness. Softness through the toes, even the jaw here. Find extension. Breathe. Pull the left hip crease back. Give yourself lots of space. So maybe walking that left foot to the outer edge of your left. Outside your mat. Big breath in, and then you know what to do here. Maybe even exhale to come onto your forearms. Maybe save that for another day. Work mindful. Stay connected to your breath. toes out and off the left edge. Breathe deep here. Again, you're welcome to curl the right toes under and spike the right heel back. If you do, really spike the right heel towards the back edge of your mat. Really brighten up through that left leg. So keep the hips lifted, engage your core. Otherwise, keep it nice and easy. Again, allowing for the release today, allowing for the body to restore, and allowing for the practice to balance out your cardio with your other workout. Zumba. And then connecting to your core to release, pressing back up into the palms. So even in our transitions, we're trying to create a full body experience. Super important, right? And then walking the left foot over into our one-legged pigeon. Take your time, take your time. So your pigeon might not look like mine. You might need a little support on the left hip here. You might need to draw your left heel really close into thy crotch. Really mindful if you're in need of any of these poses. We have a foundations video for all of them. So those videos really break down postures and give you modifications. Inhale, lift your arm. Exhale, find a fold. Everyone stick with your breath. And slowly connect your center, press into the arms. This time, go ahead and roll onto that left hip. We'll take the left heel in and swing the right leg around. Sole the right foot comes onto the ground, so there's a tendency to just kind of let it spill here. See if you can work to get the sole, all four corners of the feet on the ground. This might take time. And then a little twist here. I'm going to hug the right knee with the left elbow. And swing the right fingertips all the way around. Try to keep a nice big lift in the heart here. Careful not to round through the spine. Inhale in. And exhale, release. Great, we're just going to switch the legs here. So right heel comes in. And we cross the left foot up and over. Again, see if you can work to get the left foot all the way on the ground. So nice and tall. Hug the right elbow around the left knee. And then swing the left fingertips around. Just a little twist here too. Release the back. Breathe into your belly. Relax your shoulders. And then release. And grab your pillow. Yes. This is my actual pillow. It's not a prop. Legs out long. Legs out long. That's going to be. Okay. Pillow comes right up to the navel here. So if you have a soft pillow like this one, you might even double up. If you have a bolster, you can use that too. I have two bolsters, but I like to use things that you have in your house to really promote this idea that anyone can do this, and that this is something different than what we do at the yoga studio. I love the yoga studio so much. My life is so rich because of the community at the studio and stuff like that. But this is something different. So own it, grab your pillow, pull it up to your belly, inhale, reach for the sky, and exhale, forward fold. Oh yeah. Same thing as we've been doing all practice. Find that lifting the heart first. Find extension. Inhale, big breath in. And after your extension, round forward, chin, chest, fold, release. Close your eyes here. We're going to be here for a couple of nice, long, beautiful, self-loving breaths. Cultivating a little peace in the body. Restoring. just kind of release wherever feels good. Maybe grabbing for pillow even. And then take the pillow, slowly roll through the spine. Just slide the pillow over to the top of the right thigh. We're going to draw the left heel in, just a quick Janu Sirsasana. So pressing into the sitting bones, and I'm just going to kind of think up and over as I fold over the top of the right thigh. The difference here is I'm going to grab the hand, or I'm going to take the hands and grab the outer edge of my right leg first. Breathing to the left side body, left hip, and then eventually you can flatten out. Head to knee pose here with the pillow. And then slowly roll it up. Switch the legs, slide the pillow to the top of the left thigh, right heel comes in. And let's take up and over. Top of the right thigh, grounding down. So today's sequence was a great one to learn. You can favorite this video so you can repeat it regularly, and eventually you'll get all of these in your mind bank, in your body bank. As much as I want you to do it with me, I definitely just want you to have these tools inside. Eventually flattening out, head to knee pose. And then we release. Awesome. Take the pillow, bring it around, use it for your head. If you're running or walking or jogging or anything like that, and then also balancing it out with yoga, you definitely deserve these next two postures with a pillow. Way to show up for yourself. Way to keep moving, right? So come to lie flat. Use your pillow wisely. Get comfy. And then hug the knees into the chest. Almost done here, guys. So nice, strong, full deep breaths. Make them count because you're worth it. And this is only going to help us when we get back, in our running shoes. Get back on the pavement. So squeeze the knees up towards the chest. Give yourself a big hug. Roll around a little bit. And then happy baby pose. So we reach around, knees go wide. We grab the outer edges of the feet. And we draw the soles of the feet up towards the sky. So there's really an activation here. Lifting the soles up and then grounding down. Through the shoulders, through the knees. Action point, lengthen the tail, bone, your coccyx, towards the front edge of your mat. And then breathe into all four sides of the torso. Life is good. We're so lucky to have these bodies. Give thanks for your body and for your breath. And then gently release. Soles of the feet come to the mat. We're going to turn onto fetal position. Whatever side is towards the video here, towards the screen. So your bottom arm becomes a little pillow with your pillow. The knees hug up. Nice curvature in the back body, just a little release from the spine. And then last thing before we rest, we're going to send the legs out long. And top knee is going to bend, top arm's going to reach around and grab top ankle, and we come into a little quad stretch here. So you can also roll onto your belly for this if you want more. Breathe into the quads, opening up, opening up through the chest, the heart here. Again, you can also do this on the belly. See, and then gently release. soak in, seep in. Rock stars, using the tools of yoga to create strong, healthy practices to support your running, to motivate you, to keep you safe, joints stable and strong. And we're rocking. This year is so great so far. I'll see you next time. Questions, comments below, always welcome. Please also check out our runner's warm-up video